DIYers, what's going on? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Hey, thanks for watching. We're working on a dishwasher today, a whirlpool specifically. We're going to show you how to replace the timer. Let's get started. All right, DIYers, in the kitchen now. There is our whirlpool dishwasher, and our grinding noise is coming from this portion right here. On the back side of this is your internal board and your timer. And the timer is what helps assist the entire dishwasher through all of its settings during the cycle. And a couple tools. I've got a pair of pliers, a T15 bit, and I'm going to use this rubber glove as I remove this outer knob. First thing we'll do, safety first, right below your sink is a plug. Go ahead and unplug the dishwasher. We've got ours labeled dishwasher on the bottom, disposal on the top. Unplug your dishwasher. What I'll do next is verify the door is completely closed and latched. I'll grab this rubber glove and our knob is facing the off position. I'm going to insert that rubber glove over the knob and pinch it with these pliers to give it a better grip. And as I pull outward to remove this knob, I'm also going to push inward on the door so I do not harm the latch. So carefully pull off the knob. And here is what the back side of the knob looks like. So again, we did that because we did not want to scuff up and damage this plastic knob. What we'll do next is carefully open up the dishwasher, and on the back side you've got T15 screws. They go all the way around your door. And as I remove those, this panel can shift right up and off. And be careful because of the weight of this panel helps the door stay open. Once you take this panel off, the door itself might spring back and close. So just be careful. At this point, the internal panel is removed. I set a ratchet set on the internal portion there to add a little bit of weight to keep that door open. Here is a plastic case. Inside here is your timer. Down here are plastic tension tabs. Go ahead and push those in and shift those out. That's what they look like. You'll do that for both sides. And carefully set that aside. And here is your internal timer. And you've got a couple screws here. Those look like 1/4-inch screws. You've got a couple connection points. So what we'll do first is we will remove the connection points. And right here are locking tabs. Go ahead, one on the bottom, one on top. Push those in and carefully shift this connection point off. Just gotta give it a little muscle. From here, we'll remove this green connection. And now, the 3/4-inch screws, one on the left side and two on the right. And if yours is like ours, we do not actually have to remove that screw on the left side. Remove the two right screws, carefully shift this up out of its connection and up and out. As you can see here, that's what it looks like. And this plastic piece has to come off and go on the new timer. Old timer on the left-hand side, new timer on the right-hand side. Go ahead and carefully shift that plastic piece up and off. It's got an internal tab there. Align it properly onto the new timer. And as you can see, there's a large cutout and a small cutout. It goes on the small cutout, just like that. And it should go all the way down and flush with your timer. From here, we'll shift the old timer to the side. And what we'll do is carefully shift this timer back up into place and secure it. And real quick, in reference to this plastic piece, it's got an upper notch here, and that slides through the internal portion of this plastic piece. You see a couple notches here. That is where it makes its switch during the cycle from rinse to drain to wash, etc. Make sure this is properly placed prior to shifting this timer back into place, and you can bring it up and secure it. I'll set this down, and I want to basically run a dry run with the timer. I'm going to shift it like that, and I want to make sure that this piece right here is on the bottom. So all I'll need to do is shift this up and put that tab right inside that little notch there, and make sure the center portion is through here. Carefully pick it up and rest it into place. With the timer resting in place, make sure that the notches are properly aligned and the screw holes are aligned. And right here, this piece should be basically locked in place and not able to slide out. And if you notice, there is a plastic tab on this black panel here sticking up that will help catch it. From here, we'll secure the screws. After securing the 3/4-inch screws, what we'll do is re-secure the electrical connections. You've got your green connection here. Shift that into place. Make sure it is properly secured. And then grab your electrical box here, align it properly, and shift it into place until it clicks and is locked. From here, spend a couple seconds. Make sure everything is properly secured. Go ahead and grab this plastic case and align it properly and shift it into place. Do not harm anything as you do that. Again, these lower tabs right here shift down and lock on each side. Next, we'll remove that ratchet set and install the inner panel. Making progress. The panel is secured by all screws. Do not over tighten those screws. On the bottom side of the panel is a rounded scoop that goes on the inside. Go ahead and shift your door up in place. Make sure it properly closes. And from here, we are going to re-secure that knob. Take a couple seconds and study the notches that are cut out of this plastic tab here. And you'll notice the inner knob has a 2-piece wider design on one side and just one little plastic tab on the opposite side. And that 2-sided will go inside the larger gap. Carefully shift it into place, align it, and push until it clicks. After the knob is secured, we will carefully shift the timer to the off position, going back down below and plugging the system back into the outlet. From here, we'll open it back up and double check everything once again, and we are going to fill this up with dishes here in the next day or two and run a test cycle. And again, as this dishwasher runs, we are looking for this portion right here to not be grinding. Coming over to the old timer, all the internal parts inside here were making a very obnoxious and unfriendly sound when the cycle was running. Next, I got the internal basket out, and what the instructions say is you want to cycle your knob a full 360 through all the settings to properly align and set your timer back into place. All the way back to the off position.